Have you ever stopped to think about how a simple daily message can actually build a global movement? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to deconstruct a daily devotional, piece by piece, to really understand its structure, its strategy, and the incredible pathway it lays out for its readers. Let's dive in and see how it works.
Right out of the gate, the document we're looking at sets this incredibly powerful, urgent tone. It doesn't start with some gentle thought for the day, right? No, it opens with a dramatic, high-stakes theme, freedom from the oppressors. That kind of framing, it grabs your attention immediately and defines a very clear conflict from the start. So that brings us to the big question, doesn't it? With a promise that bold, how does this text actually plan to guide someone toward achieving that freedom? We're about to pull back the curtain and break down all the components to reveal the blueprint behind the message. Okay, first things first. We have to understand the foundational message here. The entire structure we're about to see is built on a very specific teaching about what freedom is and, crucially, how you get it.
So, the source text for our analysis is a daily devotional called Ambassadors' Daily Banquets. Now, this context is so important. A devotional is meant to be a short, daily dose of inspiration and instruction. That means its structure has to be super efficient to make the maximum impact in just a few minutes of someone's day.
All right, let's get to the heart of it. The core theological argument of the document. This is really the engine that drives the whole message forward. To give itself real authority, the whole teaching is anchored to this one specific verse from the Bible, Jeremiah 33:3. See, by doing this, the message isn't just presented as some person's opinion. It's framed as a timeless, divine truth rooted in Scripture. It's a classic move, and it's incredibly effective. From that one verse, the author, David F. Nufawalu, builds out this whole interpretation. He frames prayer not as some passive wish, but as an active, powerful weapon. You can see how each point here builds on the last, creating this really compelling case that prayer is the number one tool for getting the freedom that was promised right at the start. And this is where we see a crucial pivot in the document. It moves from just teaching a concept to telling the reader exactly what to do next. This is where theory becomes practice. The very first call to action is a pre-written prayer. This is smart because it removes all the guesswork for the reader. They don't have to figure out what to say. It's a tool they can use right away to apply the day's teaching to their own life. The language is super direct, it's personal, and it ties right back to that theme of deliverance. But then, the text offers a second, even more important prayer, the prayer of salvation. This is a cornerstone for many evangelical movements. Its purpose is laser-focused, to be a formal, scripted step for someone to officially commit to the faith. It's a rite of passage. And this just brilliantly shows how methodical the whole approach is. The prayer isn't just a jumble of words. It's a structured, 6-step process. And look at this. Each step is backed up with its own specific biblical citation. This creates this clear, logical, and scripturally supported pathway, which makes the whole act of conversion feel like a structured, almost fail-safe process. Okay, so once the reader has the personal tools for freedom and salvation, the lens pulls way, way back. The devotional is no longer just about the individual. It becomes a gateway, inviting that person to join a much larger collective mission. And the scale of that mission? It is absolutely staggering. The document rolls out Operation 500 Million Souls for Christ. Wow. Putting a huge concrete number like that on the goal, it creates this incredible sense of scale, ambition, and urgency. This isn't just a small church group, it's a massive global endeavor. So, and this is the crucial part, the document provides these really clear on-ramps for people to get involved. It doesn't just throw out a big goal and leave it at that. It offers 3 specific roles with different levels of commitment. You can pray, you can go and serve in person, or you can support it financially. This tiered approach makes it easy for literally anyone to find their place in the mission. So finally, let's look at the actual infrastructure that holds this entire operation together. How do you actually connect all these different people into a real community? Well, the answer is modern tech. The organization uses this multi-platform strategy, tapping into everything from WhatsApp and Telegram for direct chats and prayer groups to social media giants like Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube for reaching a wider audience. This is exactly how you build and sustain a movement in the 21st century.
And this global coordination is incredibly structured. They've set up a 24-hour prayer chain that literally spans the globe with specific time slots for different countries. You've got Nigeria, the Philippines, the USA, India. It just shows this highly organized, interconnected network that is running around the clock.
So, when you put it all together, you can really see the complete journey laid out for the reader. What starts as a simple personal daily reading methodically guides a person from an internal belief to taking action to becoming an active participant in a highly structured, digitally connected global organization with a massive, clearly defined goal. And that leaves us with one final, big question to think about. What does this step-by-step architecture, from scripture to prayer to action, all the way to a global mission, what does it really tell us about how modern faith-based movements are actually built and scaled in our digital age? It's a pretty fascinating blueprint for turning a message into a movement.
Good day, beloved. Thank you for watching. If this kingdom message has blessed you, please like, comment, and share with someone today. Stay connected with God's servant David Felix Nwefulu by subscribing for more daily kingdom inspirations and turn on your notification button so you do not miss a word that strengthens your faith. God bless you.